Thank you for tuning into the Star Bandits podcast. This episode is recorded on December 3rd. We're planning to release it as the 9th episode on December 21st because as of this time of listening to this, we are all enjoying ourselves on a very exciting camping trip to Big Bend State Park here in Texas. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. We got a good show for you today. I'm your co-host, Marcus Delzell.
I'm Israel.
I'm Junaid.
Howdy, I'm Robbie Bland.
And we have today an exciting guest, the Star Bandit,
Rachel.
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 Thank
How's
you,
everyone
guys.
doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Doing okay.
I'm great, honestly.
You were working on stuff all day, haven't you been?
All day and all night last night.
What are you working on?
Well, it's a personal project between us friends, but I'm doing little animations to entertain us, really. Anyone ever heard of the app called Plotagon?
Plotagon's broken,
Sadly.
man.
OP.
Plotagon, you just create characters that look like your friends, and you put them in embarrassing or funny scenarios, and everything is automated, so you just type what they're supposed to say, and then a robot voice, text-to-speech, will read it back, and you can make your friends say some heinous shit, or you can make them say some funny shit. And so I've been cranking out Plotagons too.
To me, that is the evolved version of these fucking fuck-ass videos where it's the Reddit comments and text-to-speech reads them.
Yeah.
The easiest
face.
content.
Those are awful.
It's disgusting. But to me, that's like the evolved version.
Yeah.
Like something that actually makes sense and is good content.
I think we've talked about that before on this podcast, right? Like we talked about the text-to-speech Reddit videos. Where it's
I don't know. We can.
Reddit story, my boss tried to kill me at the factory.
Yeah.
or
Maybe.
something.
Plotagon's cool though because it's like
fun.
personal. Because like the characters are us, and then we're interacting with each other in wacky ways.
People don't know, but I've been making Plotagons off and on all year because we're in a pandemic and you don't really have a lot you can do. And so you just sit on your phone making these animations. I was addicted for a while and I'd be pumping out like 2 or 3 a day, but I took a few months break. And so I'm wrapping up the storylines I started on the Plotagon
The fourth
stuff.
time you've
good.
said that.
Yeah. But I've been working hard on just making a last entry into that.
Are you wrapping up the
Plotagon
story
stuff.
finally?
Yeah.
That's good.
So if you remember from other episodes ago, I mentioned I got Adobe Premiere working on my laptop, and I've just been cranking away. I've become overpowered.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
That's
Once we
true.
get all these meme projects out of the way, maybe I'll be able to make something serious and worthwhile. Time will tell.
Well,
You
hey,
could always do
meme
that.
projects, they can be worthwhile too.
That you learn a lot because
Yeah.
the consequences and the stakes are really low, and so the
You can
time for
experiment.
experimentation
Yeah.
is ripe.
I feel like a lot of comedy channels, like they always want to do something serious, but they just keep like having ideas for like comedy skits.
Yeah.
And normally those like the idea expires more quickly. So you just feel like it's stale, so you don't want to do it anymore. So you have to do it as soon as you get it. You know what I mean?
Like if you have a serious idea, do it right away so you don't.
No,
make
no.
jokes
A serious idea, I think, needs more thought to it. So
Oh,
you think
yeah.
about it more.
Uh-huh.
But like a funny idea, it's funny on the spot.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you should
That's
not
true.
like wait on it.
Yeah.
I've spent years thinking about my serious ideas.
Yeah.
And so much time spent working on the funny ideas.
I have a decent amount of serious ideas for like videos or for when I used to do stop motion a while ago.
You gonna talk about them?
No, because they probably won't ever get made or they're
Israel.
not crazy.
You just put out a short film just last week, I think.
Right, two kind of.
I still need to see it.
It's not that
Is it on
good.
your? It's on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. Izral, Izral, and then I got my main quote unquote main channel. It's not really my main, but it has like a lot of subscribers since when I used to do stop motion. I used to upload there a lot. So that one is called Izral, Isral. So I mean, they're all supposed to. It's like a little mini series of what short films I may be working on.
Yeah.
They're all gonna like interconnect. Maybe I don't know. I might just drop the project as a whole. I'm kind of just using it like how Robbie is with Plotagon, or how you guys were talking about it, just as like practice make filmmaking. Like it's
Yeah.
nothing serious. Just
Yeah.
like let me move the camera around a bit or edit some effects. Or
And that's
music and
like
cut 'em.
super useful with like
You're-
Oh, no
learning
doubt.
how to, grow your filmmaking
No doubt.
prowess.
Your
Right.
last short film that you put out was an experiment in cinematography, and I have to say, I was blown away. You did really good.
Yeah,
You did
thank
some what was it, like ninja stealth recording at work?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
I saw clips of that. That looked
Yeah.
really
So
good.
yeah.
That looked really
It was
good.
it was guerrilla filmmaking at Pizza
There
Hut.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I've guerrilla film make. Like I went on when I was younger with my old friend group. We went on this construction property that was like completely abandoned, and I just filmed what we found there. Like I found like a broken, dirty needle.
Jeez.
One of my friends found the key inside of a construction car, and we just took out the
What?
yeah, we didn't drive it though, but we took out the key of the car.
Yeah.
We didn't end up driving it, but we found like a fire exhauster or fire
Uh-huh.
extinguisher, and we just like sprayed that around, and I filmed that a little bit. I don't think I ever uploaded it. We just set up like a little like camp area that we would just hang out at. Like we found like a couch in like a house that was near the construction site.
Mhm.
There was like a basement that I don't think we ever went into because we were scared, which maybe that would have been a good choice or not. Who knows? But I think the site's gone now. Last time I like went to try to go look at it, but regardless, I mean, fun shit.
Whenever I go walk in this ghetto ass neighborhood, I always wear my Crocs, right?
Yeah.
And
As you should.
Yeah.
As everybody should.
and I go walk, and sometimes there's no pavement, so you have to walk like really next to the forest, like on the grass.
Mhm.
And the other day I was doing that, and I looked down because I'm feeling something between my toes,
No.
and a fucking needle
No.
is in one of the holes.
Of your Crocs?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, and I look around,
Oh
and
my
there's
God.
only needles like on the floor.
Where was
What
this?
the fuck?
This was going to Onion Creek, like the park that's close to our house.
Jeez.
Don't
Oh my
dox us.
god. I was just about to walk Daisy along that path
That-
to go
Yeah.
to Onion Creek.
That's fucked.
and
Yeah.
I had a feeling like, no, that's a bad idea. I
Oh.
probably shouldn't do that.
Oh, remember that one time after we were done eating at Chick-fil-A, we were like
Yep.
walking to our house to
Yep.
from Cavo Bob or to the car from Cavo Bob's. We found like that needle. and
Found a
we were
dirty
like, oh,
needle. I
hey.
picked it up with my bare hands,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
I knocked on
Cabo Bob's
the
door.
restaurant, which was closed, and they were like, "What do you want? What do you want?" And I hold up this dirty needle,
You want it?
and they're
You wanna
like,
try some?
they're like, "What the fuck?" And then I'm like, "I need to throw this away." Like I found this, and then they come and they unlocked it and
That was
threw it away.
That was pre-COVID, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it must have been
I think that might have been
pre-COVID. Yeah.
Pre-COVID. It was this year, but
Yeah, that was, dude. Ever since moving to Austin, I found so many like used needles, like so many.
I found more in Illinois than
Really?
than here.
That's because it's
I don't go
Illinois. There's
looking.
nothing to do there.
Yeah. There's Chicago. There's stuff to do in Chicago, like get shot, protest, and protest at Trump Tower.
Yeah, get shot,
I'm dissing-
protest.
I'm
Get
dissing
shot,
Chicago.
protest.
Do drugs.
There's the train. The trains in Chicago. The metro train.
Yeah, they
is
don't
cool.
give you a spoon with your ice cream. They just give you a needle.
Yeah, they give you a spoon and they
Chicago.
give you some heroin.
I'm dissing Chicago a little bit. It's not that bad, but
You see-
it's kind of a boring city, kind of.
Israel's like, oh, there's Chicago. There's stuff to do in Chicago. And then I thought, oh, like get shot. And then he said, like get shot. And I'm sorry, I just laughed really hard. We're on like the same note today.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, yeah. Don't go to Chirac at 9 at night. That's all I gotta say.
I've never found a used needle, but I did find a rusty razor blade in a Whataburger parking lot, and I got out of my car to go pick it up and play with it.
Wait,
Oh,
How
was
old
I
were
there?
you?
I think
I think y'all were there.
I
It was-
remember because you were like, "Is that a razor blade?" And then
I'm gonna go get it.
yeah, and we're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, Rachel." And you got out and you actually went and got it.
Yeah, when I was young, and going to my grandmother's house, like she lived in the city on a road in the city, so whenever we would go there and my parents were inside, I would go outside on the road and like play football with the kids and all that because there was no cars, and you would do it barefoot. And one time, my dad just came out there because he just discovered that I was doing that barefoot and just fucking flung me into the car because everyone was terrified about getting infected by needles or like
Oh.
of whatever came out of needles on the street. So because
there
that was
that many needles?
yeah, there was a lot of them.
If you feel
Apparently, I didn't know.
Crazy.
If
But
you
like you
just-
couldn't walk barefoot out there.
if you get like an empty needle and then just fill it with air and then inject it with yourself, you can die, right? Like
Yes.
you can get
Yes.
AIDS.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because the little particles, bacteria, whatever,
Sucks all
are
that
still
shit up.
all on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know.
It's not just that, but if you inject air bubbles into your bloodstream,
Oh yeah.
you're
Yeah.
gonna get a hemorrhage.
Yeah, you're basically like you just went scuba diving and just like fucking shot up.
You're gonna hemorrhage and you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually the
crazy.
second time we've had to record this. Our first time we forgot to click a button, and poor Rachel here wasn't being recorded. But we did talk. Rachel's an artist, and she makes this incredible art, and she's selling it on her Etsy page right now. It's Ghost Insanity, right?
Yeah.
Ghost Insanity. And half of the proceeds of your prints go to Oceana.
Yes, go to Oceana and help with the conservation of the ocean.
That is really cool.
That's epic.
That is really cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. Did you say you bought a print or did you say your mom bought a print?
My mom.
Your mom.
or my
bomb?
bomb.
Yeah, your
Your
bomb
bomb.
bought a print.
Hi,
Why-
Bommy.
Yeah, Robbie's mom loves me way more than Robbie does.
Yeah. Why didn't you buy a print? Oh, you would have thrown it away.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Fun fact. So I was playing around with making some stickers, and I was like giving some stickers out.
Incredible stickers, by the way.
Like, they're pretty
They're
awesome.
pretty cool.
If I say so myself.
Robbie, shut the
Well,
fuck
we're-
up.
Yeah,
we're
shut the
cool.
fuck
yeah,
up, Robbie.
you have no dog in the race.
I
I'm
was,
innocent. I'm innocent.
So I made these
I
cool
did
stickers.
nothing wrong.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
Shut
fuck
up,
up.
you fucktard.
I made these cool stickers and I was giving them out to everyone in the house. They are my first batch of stickers. I was so excited. I just wanted to share them with my friends. And I give one to everyone. Everyone's like, oh, thanks, Rachel. This is awesome. And it made me feel so good. And I bring one to Robbie. I'm like, Robbie, look, it's some stickers that I made. Do you want one? He's like, no, I have no purpose for that.
That is not at all how I said that.
That is how you said
I
that.
said- say a lot of
said-
things.
I
And it
said,
broke
no,
my
thank you."
heart.
I said no, thank you.
It broke my heart.
And you're like, oh, why? Why don't you want it? I'm like, I don't want it. I don't have any
Robbie,
reason for
on
it.
your birthday, I gave you the most creative, amazing gift, and you gave it away
You
the
gave it to
same day.
Which is what I said I would do.
I gave Robbie
You said
a T-shirt with Obama with a huge pair of breasts, and I gave it to
Wearing
Robbie.
the American flag.
Yeah, wearing the American flag, huge, and I gave it to Robbie. He put it on, took it off, gave it to someone else.
Gave it to one of our hosts that aren't here right
Oh
now.
yeah, gave it to
King.
Caleb King,
my
yeah.
best friend.
Yeah.
Well,
Host of the
you
podcast.
spent like an hour one day just pulling up random ass shirts. You're like, oh, would you wear this? Oh, would you wear this? Oh, would you want this? And just about every single one, I told you exactly what I would do. I would wear it like one time, and then it would go away.
You said you'd wear it for like a day, and it was not a day. It was like an hour or two.
Yeah, you wore for like an hour or two.
You're like, yeah, I
you
wore
gave it
that- I
away.
wore that
I
for a
bought
day.
that for you for your birthday.
and I wore it.
Not for a day. You wore it for 2 hours.
for like 2 hours.
We
You wouldn't
finished
even wear it as
Evil Dead.
pajamas, dude. No one sees you when you wear pajamas.
We're watching Evil Dead. And we finished that first movie. He was like, "Well, here you go, Caleb."
No, it was,
Bullshit.
it was the next day.
No, it was not.
That I
No,
gave
wait,
it
no,
away.
it wasn't because I gave it to you like after midnight on your birthday.
Okay, whatever.
Shut the
Dude,
fuck up.
you saying no thanks
Bullshit.
is crazy to me.
You're the most ungrateful piece of shit I know.
I
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
can't really argue against it, I guess.
Yeah, you can.
I know what I want, and I want what I want. And if I don't want something I'm being given, I'll tell you I don't want it.
I
Sorry.
hope a robot takes your job one day.
It's gonna happen eventually.
He delivers pizza.
Automation is coming for everyone, and I am a pizza delivery man, and
Do you think-
self-driving cars are just a few years away. So
Do you think they're gonna have like how long do you think it's gonna be for like I don't know someone to develop an automatic pizza delivery driver?
Well, that's what Papa John's is working on. Like one
Really?
day-
They're already
yeah.
doing it?
Well, no, they're not doing it.
They're already
doing it,
working
but I
on
remember
it?
like seeing like this news video, or I don't know if it was a news video or a demo video by Papa John's released by them, and it was just like this robot car or Yeah, I think it was this robot car, and it just like drove up to the house, and then it sends you an email or notification on your phone that says your pizza's here, and it just poops out the pizza from like the driver's seat of the car, and you just grab it and you head out.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and there's also drone technology that companies are looking in. Like I think Chipotle for a while wanted to do drone
That's
deliveries.
I know Amazon does it in Australia, but they can't do it here yet because we have like air traffic laws.
Well, I know that there was a self-driving Uber car, or this guy was driving a self-driving car for Uber, and like the car kept going and just hit a biker and killed him.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
The technology is definitely still flawed, but regardless, I think like why not just I think some jobs should be done by robots, but I think others like should not be done by
What are you saying,
humans.
Janae?
I think it's about being allowed to do it, and that the technology has already existed for like years now, and it's just the government having the ability to say do it or don't, or you're allowed to or you're not, that really influences if your job is taken or not. So at the end of the day, it's not the robot taking your job if it's the person in charge willing to give your job away to a robot.
I can understand like some parts of a job being done by robots. Like, dude, if the fucking amount of prep I have to do for work is done by a robot, and I just have to like throw in the pizza in the oven or like put the toppings on, oh my god, that'd be the best thing ever. Like I have to prep at least.
But you wouldn't have that job anymore.
No, I mean there would be certain jobs like there are certain things that managers or people have to do at my job where they literally just have to prep and maybe work at the food line, but for the most part they're the ones that prep or answer the phone, and I think that would be somewhat beneficial for certain aspects. I don't think like it takes over like the whole shift or anything like that, but I mean like getting up early in the morning and going to work, and then like there are a bunch of orders coming through and I don't have enough prep done while like I don't know, we got Inspector Gadget like fucking working on all the pizzas that are getting done like that and quick is like very helpful for customer shit and everything like that. But also just I guess it's very unbeneficial at the same time as well. Like it doesn't let people work out or work or anything like that. You know?
Okay, work out. Pizza.
Dude,
Work out, don't
imagine
vote.
a robot helping you work out. Imagine a robot working out coach.
I think
Fitness
Will
coach.
would. I think. Oh man.
Okay, hold on. Rachel, I want to know what you think of this. I actually just came across this. I opened up Facebook and I got an ad for paintings made by AI, made by using AI.
Fuck that.
Wow.
And
That's
they
shitty.
are these.
Fuck that.
They are beautiful.
Fuck
they
that.
are creepy. They are all these different things made by AI, and they're one of a kind. This AI or whatever makes all of these paintings, and then they have them all for sale. You buy one, you get one, and their whole. I watched their slogan video, and it's like, art is like for the rich people. They have all these one of a kind art pieces, but now anybody can have a one of a kind art piece.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. They look beautiful, but they are made for like they're not. It's not benefiting anybody besides this company. And I looked at the comments of the advertisement, and everybody was like, "I am an artist, and I hate this," or like, "Art conveys a lot of beautiful things. This only conveys emptiness and stuff like that." Like people are.
I don't think they would think that if someone told them that someone drew that or someone painted that. They know that it's made by a robot, so that immediately gives them a kind of an iffy feeling about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's art, so anything could do it. And like, if it matters to you who made it, then other people who care about the person making the art will care about your art. They will care about the person, but it doesn't really matter if it's made by a robot or not.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
I think like very,
Stop.
dude, shut the fuck up.
I hate robots. Robots shouldn't be making art.
You're using
You
an
shouldn't
app
be
to
selling-
make
You shouldn't.
animations.
I am using the tool to make something with my own vision and idea in mind. Using those tools.
Someone programmed that robot to make
using
that.
using a robot.
We use video editing for
All the time.
That's a tool. It's a
Yeah,
it's
no,
a tool.
it's a tool. It's not a robot.
There's
That's
a
what I'm
vision
saying.
involved. You're using
that's what I'm
tool
saying.
to make your vision.
Yeah.
If you are just programming an AI to make something, that's not your vision. That's you just giving an AI
Yeah.
something and making it do something.
I
Now-
think
You
like,
can-
I
you
think
can- you can do-
robots. I think robots like taking like certain jobs are like very high risk for humans. Like I think this is a little bit of a weird example, but like a bomb squad, like I think a robot.
Yeah, absolutely.
A robot
Use a
being
robot for
programmed
that.
to
Use
take
a
out a
robot for
bomb
that.
or like
They already do that, yeah.
defuse a bomb. Like I think that could work.
Rachel, what do you think
I
of,
don't think
of,
robot
of
police
the
would work though.
Rachel, what do you think of the robot AI art pieces?
I have like two main feelings about it. So one, I'm really empathetic, so I pack bond with dumb things really easily. So when I hear about robots making art, it just makes my heart swell. I really just want to see it and like be happy for them. But on the other hand, I kind of agree. Like it's just empty art. Like a lot of intent goes into art, and the intent of things that are created is really important, not only
Yeah.
to the creators but to the audience. Knowing why something is made, and like you can see the passion in someone's brushstrokes or their whatever.
I agree with that. I just think that there's different ways to see meaning in art, and that yes, there is a specific way to see human art, but now that there's possibilities for AI to make art, we should expand how we see art in general. There's human art, there's AI art, and that is a whole other universe of interpretation.
I
that-
found myself sorry for interrupting you. I found myself I looked at it and I do get an emotion because like these people like they don't like it's trying to paint people and they don't. It's like the uncanny valley. Like something about it is off. Something about everything in the art piece is off, just a little bit, and it's weird. But it also conveys something that is almost unexplainable. It's all very eerie feeling. It's very surreal. Every single one. And then knowing that an AI made it, like pushes that even further. I don't know. It's just it's very conflicting. And in that video advertisement, they were like, yeah, and if you have this in your home, it's always a conversational piece, and you can always bring up like, oh, what is art? Is AI art real art? And stuff like that. They're trying to push that kind of, I don't know, conversations into your home. But sorry for interrupting you. Keep going.
Well, I don't know what I was gonna say anymore, but
That's a politician trick.
yeah, like I just think that again, it's not, you can't just say it's empty without giving it the benefit of seeing what it could mean to you or someone else, especially because that is so complex to build that are you really thinking that it's empty, or are you just too lazy to look into it?
Yeah.
No breathing into your mic.
Just a few episodes, we talked about how cynical it is that people will just say fuck you to other people and not give jobs to actors, but instead just AI hologram program a dead and gone actor in their movies. We talked about that one movie that
Morally
someone
wrong.
is making. Evil, evil, evil. You are flooding a space with something that artificial, that is bent on human expression and creation, to just cynically make a robot do it for you. That's how I feel about any time AI. AI wrote a script. AI did a painting. AI did this. Fuck AI. AI shouldn't be making things for us like that. Like it should. AI should not be touching art. AI should have nothing to do with art. That is human expression and creativity happening there. There is intent and there is vision. AI doesn't have those things. You program those things into AI, but that's not really you anymore. That's artificial, and I it's cynical, and I hate it. And I'm
Well, when AI writes a script to benefit a medical assistance like technique or something that people could have made, but people don't see that as art for some reason because it has a scientific value to it, in that it can help people directly in a medical operation or whatever. So you can't pick and choose about these things. It's like it has the potential to give you an emotion, like every single thing has. And if really art anyone can do it, then you just have more competition now.
So you're saying the artists, it's a good thing because they can compete against AI?
Well, they will have to do it anyway.
The problem is that an AI can make like 1,000 paintings a second. An artist can't.
No,
An artist
yes.
can never do that.
And it's much easier to build a program that will run indefinitely and that you can update to your own whim all the
And
time
they all
than
look
it is
amazing. They
than
look
it is to
incredible.
pay another human being and let them interpret and make something for themselves.
Well, that's the thing. You'll be out there anyway. It depends on the person who and what they want in their art. That's all it is. It's like you'll have 1,000 paintings from the AI, but you want something that is has a human touch to it. Fine. But if someone wants a cheap painting that looks really good on their wall, that is also meaningful.
But they can get a cheap painting on their wall that a human painted.
Yes, and even further, there is this thing that's going on in the world. We are all interconnected thanks to the internet and everything. But everyone feels so much more alone and isolated and like they don't have meaningful human connections. Art, music, whatever, paintings is a meaningful expression and it's a connection you can have with another person because
that does not go away.
Made that. And you can know that. You know, that person made this. They put time and effort and dedication into making this piece. And now it's on my wall because I bought it. There is a connection there. If you just have robots making everything, we're going to further make this problem even worse that, everything on my wall is just made by a fucking robot. It's not even made by a person.
It's not like the robot is bursting into your room and saying, take all your art down and then I'll put my shit up. You know, it's like it depends on the person.
To the market, it is doing that.
What do you mean?
It's much easier and cheaper and no effort.
If an AI could make movies, we wouldn't have Hollywood anymore.
There's a thing in Hollywood that they are implementing where this quote unquote AI machine thing, it's mainly like a computer generated thing where they're taking like things that people want and then manufacturing it into an idea or a script. So like let's just say, I don't know, the internet is claiming for a Batman and Robin movie. The AI will show results of why people want this and maybe what to put in. At least this small article I saw on
But
that
that's like a tool. That's
yeah,
using AI as
I
a
know.
tool, not to make the product.
Right, but I think also with that though, it's like it's taking out like I guess somebody else coming up with their own idea instead of like kind of like what at times the masses will want.
Like if it was somebody using AI as a tool for his Photoshop art or whatever, like he makes the outline or whatever, and he lets AI fill in the rest, or he has an algorithm for like finishing it or making it look more not synthetic, the opposite of synthetic, legitimate. I don't know, but then that's different. He's using AI as a tool, and I think that's awesome. But whenever it's strictly AI making it, I don't know how I feel about that.
I hate it
because you almost can't compete against that, and there's already a huge barrier for entry on artists anyways if they want to make money doing what they love. Now, if you have to compete against AI also, who can make more than you, and because they can make more for like a tiny amount of the cost, it's going to be cheaper. And so why would somebody buy your legitimate hand-painted beautiful thing for anything more than an AI is making another incredibly beautiful thing?
Not to mention, it takes a lifetime to be a great artist. You know,
Right.
I'm 20 years old. I've got so many years ahead of me to become a better artist than I am right now. And an AI that you could build in a year could produce so much more than I will ever be able to, and probably be greater than me.
Maybe.
Well, it
But I mean,
depends. You know, it's just like
there's also human integrity though is the thing.
you have the choice. You have the choice to choose from a person or from whatever, and you have the choice now actually to do that right now. It's not like in the future dystopia of art being invaded by AI. Like, you can do this right now, and the thing is, it's about the people who's distributing it and what it means to you. So if you want art and you want it from a small company or like a person, a specific person, you will always get access to that. And actually, AI is helping people get their art across social media.
That's
today.
a tool, though. That's a tool.
No, I know. I understand it's a tool, but they also can have a space on their in the art spectrum, I suppose. It's not. I don't think it'll ever be something big. in that people will just be loving it instead of human art.
I think they could. I mean, they are right now. Like
I don't think it goes beyond normal.
I mean, this is like one of the first things I've ever seen of it. I've never heard of it beyond this, beyond what that advertisement was. But like, obviously it's profitable.
Yes.
And it's making them almost nothing to create these products or these art pieces.
Is it
besides
profitable,
just printing
actually?
them. Probably, definitely. I mean, if you say you already have the AI built, the rest you have is your storefront and advertising, and then of course printing the things itself. It's definitely profitable.
You lose no money having to pay an actual artist to make something.
But also people like value in their art. And if you're making a 3,000 things a second, nobody cares about that piece.
But it looks beautiful. It could look better than another like famous artist painting. Well, and they're pumped out every second.
I think AI also involving itself in certain aspects of jobs, like I was saying. Like this isn't really an AI, but at Walmart, what the fuck? At McDonald's, you guys know how they have like the click the button and you can like put your own menu on, like you can like add on to your order.
Like the indoor kiosk.
Yeah, the indoor. Yeah. I think those are okay because it's like if you have like a smaller staff and they're like busy cooking or getting drinks ready or anything like that, then that's good. Then rather than like, oh hey, I can't get to you, please wait 5 minutes. But when like the angry customer doesn't want to fucking wait 5 minutes, they want their, food like now and everything like that. I think that can help in an aspect like answering phones or like just taking an order, like a whole, like at McDonald's, like the whole McDonald's menu order thing that I was mentioning. Because at my job we're very understaffed and
how often do you get people at your job who want a job? Like how often do people apply?
People usually are only coming in to apply just to be a driver because they want the easiest job rather than the hardest job there. And I think that's a thing that's gonna really come into
the indoor
because
section paid more, people would be wanting to do that.
But greedy corporation, more money for me, no money for you.
And then when you involve AI is gonna make that problem even worse.
Yeah, I know. It's sorry, I was playing with that. Yeah. It's a
those who are listening,
sword.
Israel's playing with a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm playing with the corner of the piece of paper and just rubbing it. But I think it's a double-edged sword where it can really help your job go faster. It can make it an easier day at work when you have a longer shift, or it can fuck you over in the future, So, but it's a mixed thing. Like I don't think like I remember seeing this one Twitter video where it's like this robot as a waiter at this job, and it like walks up to your table.
I will kill that robot.
Yeah,
I will push it over and not help it back up.
Like,
would you kiss that robot?
No, I'd fucking stomp on its head.
I get that with a waiter, you can deal with the frustration of, oh, they burnt my eggs up, or I didn't ask for this drink. So I get that a robot can maybe get it right, but even then, it's like you don't get that customer satisfaction or that
human connection.
That connection, I guess, because like we go to shout out to the person that we go to at IHOP every time we're done filming the podcast on a Sunday. Like she's cool, and I'm glad that we have that connection of recognizing her and talking to her and everything like that. Versus like a, hello, sir, can I take your order? That just boring human connection of like.
It's cool in movies.
Yeah.
I like watching movies with robots.
Yeah, Terminator, where they're shooting the fuck out of them. That's
I
awesome.
think movies are a major reason of why people think it's just gonna exclusively be dystopian. I think Her is the only movie that actually makes AI not some deadly fucking robot that kills you in the future.
That's too too meta, Junaid. You gotta have it like in your face. You gotta have explosions.
Look, in Her, the main guy barely knew any other people, and he had a cynical relationship with a fucking AI.
You weren't paying attention during the movie. He had a okay friend group. Like he had like his Chris
that was
Pratt
that was a normal guy. He had friends. He had people. He was lonely.
Went out to eat with that
Everyone is.
Yeah.
True.
Fuck a computer, and then the computer cheats on you.
Would you kiss that computer?
No, I'd fucking unplug it and never plug it back in.
Scarlett Johansson's voice, yes.
What the hell?
She's awesome.
Would you have a handshake with her? A secret handshake?
A secret handshake with Scarlett Johansson
Yeah.
or robot Scarlett Johansson?
Would you have her lips if you?
No.
Do you think her lips are pretty?
I would handshake her. Yeah, we'd be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Ay.
And like do a little fist bump.
What do you think Israel would do with her lips?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's
Like,
her lips, man.
You know how in this system of government, human connection or like empathy is really not emphasized at all.
Mm-hmm.
That aspect of human connection is still so far, or maybe impossible, to a robot right now, or like in the far future still. When and if all robots do appear in all sorts of jobs, people, I think, will want to or understand the importance of this human empathy and the connection that they need.
Because they're struggling.
No, not because they're struggling. Because they're like, they go to a restaurant, the waiter is a robot. It just doesn't do it for them. It's like the experience is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have another problem in that, or is it a problem in that empathy is more valuable, and now the system has to adapt to that and make that its currency.
I think it could just backfire and kill empathy for, well, maybe just on the human robot spectrum, because it would just, people don't care about robots. They're taking their jobs, they're doing whatever, and I think it would make like robot hate crimes. Like people would see
It's not
their
a crime.
It would be a hate
It's
crime.
not a
it would
crime.
be.
It would be
Sure, it's
vandalism.
destruction of property. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care.
yeah.
Fuck a robot.
It's hatred and it's a crime.
But it's not human feeling. I think.
I
It's
I
not
don't
like-
I don't
it's-
recognize robots as legitimate.
it's not
So
like-
my hatred for them is valid.
You know, it's not like
If
me,
robots have rights, we're done for.
Like, yeah.
I will I
like
Agreed.
Like if I
I will
was to-
vote against robot rights all the time.
Like if I was to like push like one of you guys out of like this chair and then call you a slur, then yeah, that's rude. But if I was to like push a robot on the ground and be like idiot, then like I don't think that's hateful. I think that's rude.
Like I'm
When
going.
you
But-
destroy a car, that is not a hate crime.
Yeah.
When you blow up your neighbor's car, that's not a hate crime.
Yeah, but it's bad.
Obviously, it's bad.
Yes,
it's a
yeah.
crime.
Yeah, you'll
It's
still
a
get
crime.
justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's against the law to blow up your neighbor's car. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll
if you guys are,
admit
like, I don't know if you guys are playing in my words.
But it's not a hate crime.
I think the
It's not a hate
last
crime.
thing in that, going back to my point, is that it's not the robot. You have to really, who is doing this? It's the person who put the robot there.
That's true.
That's the main villain, and it will always
Yes,
be the main
it's
villain.
it's always people
Yeah.
fucking other people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually,
And those people fucking suck. You know?
Exactly,
Some
they
of the
do.
smartest people on the earth are saying, "Hey, maybe don't do this."
exactly, and
Like
the fact that
Stephen fucking Hawking.
Elon Musk too.
that it's replacing so many jobs may make people actually realize, fuck, we gotta stop just doing conversations about how AI will take out jobs, and instead actually fight the people who are taking out jobs. You know?
Do you think AI is gonna take over our podcast? People like there's just gonna be a bunch of AI podcasts that people listen to instead of real
Two
ones.
Google Homes talking to each other.
Yeah.
We could do that.
God
we could do that for an
fucking damn it.
episode. That could be our next episode.
I
where it's
hate
a
Google
twist.
Home. I hate Alexa. Fucking Siri. All of them.
Oh, she turned on.
She heard you. Yeah.
I fucking hate them. I fucking hate you. Hey Alexa, shut the fuck up.
You did
stuttered
this.
on that one.
You made her wake up.
Yeah, to tell her to shut the fuck up. I hate robots. That's my whole take, beginning to end. And yeah, I hate the people making robots too, because it's the classic fucking road to hell is paved with good intentions type of deal, where it'll help everyone and make our lives easier. You'll never have to work again, which also means we'll never have to pay you again. We can just employ fucking robots, and then it's awful and it's cynical and I hate it. And you know what? I know it. Robot's gonna take my job one day, and that will radicalize me. That will be my moment.
And that's what you get for giving away my gift and giving
Yeah.
away Rachel's
I'm
gift.
going to join the
This
resistance.
is what you get.
And
Good
I'm
shit
I'm
on
going to become the Joker and the robot Terminator, where I just kill them all.
Yeah.
I hate them so much.
You're gonna kill Junaid first.
I would not kill Junaid.
You're a robot. You can't help it.
I'm not a robot.
This
Or
is
am
one of
I?
the most tense episodes we've had so
Maybe.
It's because we spent half the episode with the lights off. That's why I turned them on. I was like, it's getting too wacky, too crazy.
I was fucking turning Super Saiyan earlier. I was so pissed because everyone was just talking, and I'm like, I want to yell right now
But the robots?
at the robots.
Would
yeah.
you kiss a robot?
No.
What
I'd
if it really wanted to
fucking
kiss you?
smash its head in with
What
a
if-
baseball bat?
what
What if
about-
she winked at you and she pulled up her skirt and showed her
What
her leg?
about robots for? I'm not.
That's-
this is
That's
not,
also incredibly cynical,
this
by
is,
the way.
This is not a joke. Like
Cynical?
what about sex robots? Or like
Yeah.
Like what is that bad for y'all or is that okay?
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I think
It's better than rape.
Yeah.
I think it's okay because
That
it's
is-
still tool.
That went far.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. If it would solve that problem, I'm all for it.
I think Japan has something like that.
Houston's about to have the first robot brothel.
What's a brothel?
Never mind.
I think
You'll know when you're older.
Anyone who
You'll
wants
figure out when you go to
20
Houston.
years old.
anyone
Got
who
it.
wants to do it with a robot, go ahead.
Yeah.
The robot there is still a tool, but I also
Looking this up.
it's not fair to actual sex workers.
Hey
because-
Alexa, what's a brothel?
No, man.
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
A brothel is a party.
You see, I agree with that, but I don't think a robot
okay.
brothel will ever take away sex workers'
No.
jobs in a systematic way.
It's the oldest job in human history,
For a
if
reason.
you really think about it.
Yeah.
So I don't worry too much, but it definitely doesn't help because it's already pretty tough to even do that
The fact that
work because it's not respected and it's
No.
illegal in a lot of places.
the fact that in
Legalized drugs
Japan,
and
the fact that in
prostitution.
Japan, like people will pay girls to just lie down next to them, nothing sexual, just lie next to them. That's not going away.
Japan is
A robot can't fix that.
Japan is a microcosm of that whole isolation and lack of empathy and general
Ethno-state.
feeling of sadness
And
that
an
pervades
ethno-state.
society.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
sure. Also, an ethno state had nothing to do with my point, by
I'm
the
just
way.
saying. Well, it's the isolation. I think.
Oh,
Like,
sure. They don't let immigrants in. That definitely makes them pretty lonely because their human population is in decline because none of them are having children.
yeah.
Would you have children in Japan?
I don't ever want to go to Japan. Like
It's
I'd go to
beautiful.
visit and
It
like
looks
see
like a
some
beautiful- it
sights.
looks
What
like a
if
beautiful
an
place.
AI kidnapped you, took you to Japan?
That AI better kill me because if it doesn't kill me, I'm gonna kill it.
All right, it doesn't, and you're in Japan.
I'm gonna be pissed. It abducted me. It abducted
I'll
me.
be mad. The end.
All right, but would
Pissed
you,
in
would you have
Japan.
kids there? Would you have kids there?
I'd come back to America.
All right, but first you have to go to the first robot brothel in Japan.
I don't want to fuck a robot.
All right, but you have to now.
No.
What if it's the first robot to ever have any sort of emotion? It's just, Robbie, I'm
I
in
don't
love with you.
want a simulated fucking connection with a robot that's programmed to love me. Fuck that.
No, it's an anomaly. It's
No,
not
yeah,
programmed.
yeah, it's an
It's
anomaly.
Wall-E.
Yeah,
It's Wally.
I'll fucking kill Wally.
Eva, would you kiss
Wally
Kill
was
Eva.
awesome. Wally and Eve are the exceptions.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Eva,
dirt cleaning
by the way.
robot though.
Yeah, the dirt robot.
The dirt cleaning robot where it says foreign contaminant or
I
whatever
would
it
kill
said.
that robot.
Oh,
too.
I'd beat the fuck out of it. I'd fucking curb stomp it like Ultimate Alliance when you're like curbing up on all your villains and all your superhero buddies are just beating the fuck out of them.
Do you think that people will still would have still hated AI if all the movies about it were really positive and how great AI is, Wall-E style? Do you think that would be the case?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
All I know is I'd rather us fucking make chimps sentient and create fucking a chimp society
are
and
awesome.
coexist with humans
I
than
would-
even entertain the idea of having to share the
I
world
would
with
love
robots.
to go to work and work with a fucking chimp. That would be awesome.
I'd rather fuck the first sentient chimp that's in love with me than fuck the first sentient robot that's in love with me.
That is bestiality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is bestiality, but I'd rather do that than fuck a stupid ass robot. No, I'm sentient. I can feel love. Fuck you, die.
Okay.
Did you just say you would fuck an animal instead of a robot?
What?
Yeah.
Would you
I would
fuck
not
a chimp?
fuck either.
No.
I would
Would
not
you fuck
fuck
a-
either.
Would
You would
Would
go
you fuck a
with
gorilla?
an animal.
But if I had to choose,
I'd be friends. Like we could
I'd
be
be
like
friends with the gorilla.
now
Yeah.
that specifically
I'd be
was
roommates with a gorilla.
under a hypothetical where the chimp is sentient and is capable of consent. That was
and
my out.
has rights, by the way.
Yes, that was my
Yeah.
out. It's sentient, has rights, and everything.
But I also don't want.
Now, if you're talking
those that have
about
rights.
if you're talking about a sex doll or an actual animal, I'll fuck a sex doll.
And if they're like Planet of the
Because
Apes,
that's just a tool.
like Caesar, where they can like communicate and talk somehow.
It's spoilers.
In that specific hypothetical where they're both sentient, that's my out. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll fuck a sex toy, but not if it's fucking. Oh, I'm sentient. I'm in love with you. Fuck you. You're not a human.
All right. Speaking of Wall-E, do y'all want to rank the Pixar movies?
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
I don't remember most
Incredibles?
of the Pixar movies.
No. All right. I'm gonna read off a checklist. Okay, so Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, Toy Story 3, Cars 2, Brave, Monsters Universe. Fuck all.
We
those.
should just
I'm
have like
gonna-
we should just do like the first like 6.
Okay, Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up.
Ratatouille has to be at the top spot.
I haven't seen Ratatouille
do you think
in a
Ratatouille's
while.
S tier?
I do.
Do you think it? All right, Alan.
I wanna rewatch
Let's
it.
just say what's an S tier. Actually,
We should have like a whiteboard, like or like something like that.
They're all good movies.
Okay.
The first
I'm
10
gonna
years of
read off one.
Pixar are
Toy
pretty
Story,
great.
Toy Story, the first one.
Toy Story, S, I'd say.
No.
S tier.
I think
I
solid
loved-
B tier. It's a good movie.
Janae.
Agreed. B.
B tier.
It's a good
B.
movie, but compared to
B.
the other ones, especially since it's like the first one, and it definitely the animation hasn't aged all that well.
Okay. I can see that. Toy Story B tier. It's actually the first
Killer
fully
soundtrack.
3D movie. Toy
Cool.
Story, the first
It
one.
it still looks good, but
Yeah.
compared to what's out there, it's jarring when
Yeah.
you revisit it.
A Bug's Life.
Fucking F, dude. I don't even remember
What?
that.
I don't remember it.
No,
either.
I don't
Are
even-
you kidding?
I don't remember it much. It was pretty good.
It's
but
a C tier, I guess.
Yeah,
pretty okay.
it's
What the hell?
definitely lower than Toy Story.
Okay,
No.
But it's
but-
a good movie nonetheless.
Okay.
I don't think anything should be an F tier from that list.
But if it had to be on F tier, if we had to have fill out S through F,
Yeah.
A Bug's Life would be F tier.
nah.
That's what
Fucking
I'm
no.
thinking.
Then,
Yeah.
then what else would be?
Up.
Yeah.
You
no.
put Up
Wait,
in
what?
F tier?
Fuck
No.
Up.
What's wrong with you?
A little bit of Up.
No.
Just
Up
a
is
little
awful.
No.
Just a little
Yes.
bit.
Okay.
The first 10 minutes are great, and then the rest of it is like, okay.
Okay.
It's kind of schlock the rest of the movie, but it's fun schlock.
We'll get there. If we have to pick an F tier, who votes A Bug's Life is F tier? I do.
Damn.
What the fuck?
All right, majority.
I got vetoed.
I like Bug's Life, but honestly, I like Ants more.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're boring.
Really?
Yeah, the
Is
scene where
Ants
they're-
Pixar?
No,
No,
okay.
but
Ants came out the same
It's
couple
DreamWorks.
months.
Okay.
as-
it was the ripoff of
Okay.
A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
But like the scene where they're all marching, like hurrah, hurrah! I
Cringe.
love that scene. and
That was a scene negatively represented in the movie.
it's so
that is a negative scene.
Monsters Inc.
okay. Whatever.
B.
Really?
Yeah.
Same. Toy Story is also B tier.
Monsters
for me.
Inc.
Monsters Inc. was awesome.
I
Okay,
love
Monsters
Inc.
Monsters University isn't on the list.
I,
No,
I,
it's
I,
just-
I removed
no.
it from the list.
Okay,
That
because-
movie is
Comparing the two of them is a great chasm of
Okay.
difference. If we're just comparing it to what we have so far, Monsters Inc. I'd say probably an A tier.
I would say S tier. I think you should put it S
S
tier,
tier?
tentatively.
B.
Tentative S tier.
I enjoy
B,
Monsters
A.
Inc. more than Toy Story.
I would say
love that
it's a
movie.
solid A.
I agree.
A. All right. Well, I think A wins, so I'm gonna put Monsters Inc. in A. All right. And what about Finding Nemo?
S,
C.
S,
S?
S.
S.
Yeah, it's S.
Dude,
Like
Nemo's
all
dad-
that.
It's an S.
Nemo's
yeah,
dad
it's
can
an
get
S
it.
to me.
What? Would you like to expand on that?
No, man. Twitter joke.
The Incredibles for me, solid S. Thethere's no beating that.
Oh,
it would
S
be
tier.
SS if
Dude,
I could.
That movie is.
The
oh my
Incredibles
God.
is solid S.
Dude, I love so many scenes in it, and the soundtrack is amazing. Like the scene
It's
where
incredible.
Mr. Incredible is figuring out
I
what
didn't mean
happened
to
to all
make
of his
that joke.
friends. Oh my God! And
It-
the music building.
It genuinely still holds up. I loved it as a kid. I still love it as an adult.
It's a perfect movie.
It's the
Yeah.
best Fantastic
Rachel?
Four movie.
I have never had such positive feelings for The Incredibles. Like, it's maybe a C tier for me.
Really?
It did not have an impact on me. Like, it's just a movie.
Like,
When did
do
you
not
see it
like? Do you
last?
not like superhero movies?
I love superhero movies.
When did you last see Incredibles?
I don't know. Probably
Oh.
like 10 years ago.
We
Okay,
should
that's why.
rewatch it
Yeah,
again
definitely
with Jacob.
revisit it.
Maybe.
There was
Jacob likes
there was an entire summer where me, Max, and Jacob watched it every single day for the entire summer, and we're still not tired of it. We
That-
can quote everything.
Is impressive.
That's
We-
Pretty
obsessive.
It's because it was more like we'd come home after eating or whatever, and we're like, what do we do? I guess we'll watch The Incredibles because we're too
Oh
lazy
my
to change
God.
the
They
channel.
should definitely look into remastering the movie sometime because I
think
think
so?
a few parts of it don't look too good. It's
That's
still
true.
good,
Yeah.
but it's not
The
like.
voice acting has to say the same. The music
Oh
has
no,
to
I
say
mean
the
like
same.
animation
Yeah.
wise, like
I could
clean it up.
I would vote for that.
Kind of like
I
how
would buy
Disney
that
does with
movie
their
ticket.
older movies, like with Blu-ray.
How about Cars? What do y'all thoughts on
Oh,
Cars?
F.
I love
F.
Cars.
Really?
What?
Fucking no.
I wouldn't F tier. I would
Okay.
not F-tier
No, that's not
Cars.
F tier.
Car-
Car-
tier.
Cars 2 is like F tier.
Cars 2 has
Cars is, I
are you
think,
doing?
literally C tier.
Yeah, it actually.
Okay,
yeah, you're
D,
right. You're right.
D.
I could see that.
It's
I
got-
don't know. It's such a good movie.
It is good. It's got a nice soundtrack. Life is a highway,
And
but
fucking Mater.
it
Oh,
Mater's
Owen Wilson.
nice. I
Like,
love the
push Mater
scene.
over.
I love the scene where they're in the fucking cornfields and they get chased by the red
Yeah,
tractor thing.
Yeah.
But
Cow tipping.
That's my favorite scene.
It's so good.
compared to what we already have, I think C tier. That's what I feel.
C tier. Anyone else?
I would agree to C tier.
Okay.
D.
All right. C tier it is.
Yeah, well, if
Cars.
we're gonna rank it lower, it should just be C tier.
Ratatouille. This is a
S.
good one.
S.
I could see S tier.
For me, it's just A tier.
I need to
Really?
rewatch it. Probably B for right now.
No, S.
S.
Yeah.
I like it.
S wins.
I can settle with that. It like for Incredibles to you, it never really like resonated with me much.
Okay.
But I know it's good, and I definitely like it as a story. But
Yeah.
compared to
When was the last time you
Incredibles,
seen it?
a few years ago, I was definitely still in like high school.
I know half the people in this room do not constantly use TikTok, but I do, and the people of TikTok are working together to make a Ratatouille musical.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
That is
like,
awesome.
They
What?
have set designers. They have people who are wanting to make costumes. They have songs.
Is that what the song is?
Yeah, Femi the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
Wait, that's a song from
Yeah.
the almost made.
It's a bunch of kids trying to make Ratatouille the musical, and
And they're actually working together?
yeah. Some old guy, producer, he's like, yeah, I work in Broadway and I want to make this a thing for y'all. It's like some producer wants to make Ratatouille the musical.
That's awesome.
Good luck
That's
getting
incredible.
Disney to sign off.
Yeah,
on that.
really.
DMCA
But it-
coming your
if
way.
If you write it for them, they might.
Yeah.
They might take a bite. I don't know.
Oh,
They have
free
enough
labor.
money. Yeah.
That's just like the old days when we put them in shops.
Yeah. No, seriously. Oh God, that's fucked up now.
No,
But yeah, I could see
that's
that
Disney.
happening. I could see that happening. All right, Ratatouille S tier.
Easy.
How about Wall-E? Used to be my favorite.
S tier's
movie.
gonna be
S.
way too crowded.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I remember I really didn't like Wall-E when I was young, but I rewatched it at school in middle school and I loved it.
Dude, it was my password. It used to be my password.
I like
Nice.
Wall-E a lot,
So
and I hate robots.
Do we all unanimously agree that it's S tier?
Yes.
I
All right,
haven't seen
what
it in years.
in S tier, what is better than its preceding one?
I don't know. So in S, if we put Wall-E in S tier, let's say it is. We can move these all around because we still have Up to talk about. But
Up is A or B.
I'm gonna say right now in S tier we have Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and Wall-E. A tier we only have Monsters Inc. B tier we have Toy Story. C tier we have Cars. D tier we have nothing. F tier A Bug's Life.
I don't think anything should go in D tier. I don't even think Bug's Life belongs in F tier. If anything, it should be D tier.
But if we had to have an F tier, it would be there.
yeah.
If we have to move things from the S tier, I think Monsters Inc. is the one that's not pulling its weight.
Monsters
that's
is an
A tier.
A.
A tier.
Okay.
The thing is,
Nemo.
I would choose Monsters over all of those movies.
Nah.
I
Really?
kept saying it was S tier in my head. Then I looked over. So you guys can decide among the S
All
tiers.
right. How about Up? How about Up? What do we think about Up?
A or B?
C.
I
Fuck
love
Up.
Up, but I can find things to have a gripe about easily in that movie. So
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
B.
B. I could
B is
see it.
fair.
I could see it at B. I could see it at B.
Like ever since I've heard about the whole theory, like about how instead of being in the beginning, that whole 10-minute scene, just be in the middle of the movie to reveal why he's been cranky all these years.
That would have
Yeah.
been great.
That would have been great.
Oh, you're talking about the very beginning scene?
I think
Yeah.
a very cold opening, like
legendary.
where it's like his house in the middle of the city. That's a great cold open. It's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, why is he?
That's true.
Like, why is he being
it's
like
already
a jerk,
thought provoking?
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a few ties here. For B tier, we have Toy Story and Up. Do we think one is better than the other?
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
What about Toy Story 2? That should be on that list.
It should, but I didn't put it on the list.
Toy Story 2 is, I think,
It's
almost as
amazing.
good.
I would say
It's better than
S tier.
Toy Story 1.
Yeah, it is. I didn't put it on the list though. It's a broken movie. So if we broken in a good way, Toy Story and Up, is there a better one? I say Toy
Toy
Story.
Story.
Toy Story.
I guess.
Toy
Yeah.
So
Story, yeah.
should we move Up down?
Yes.
Okay. So now in C tier we have Cars and Up. Is one better than the other?
Cars.
Cars.
It's way better.
All right. So Up is now in D tier.
Good.
It doesn't belong there.
It does.
Okay, that's
not in
that's,
D.
that's because we have ties, and then we're just gonna ignore S tier, I guess. So if we had double S tier, we have Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and Wall-E. Is there one that's better than all of those?
Ratatouille.
The Incredibles.
I would vouch for The Incredibles.
The Incredibles is S tier. Yeah.
I'd say
SS. We're talking about double S tier.
S.
I'd say of those three, Incredibles or Wall-E.
Janaid?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
So, all right, let's see. I don't really want to get into a debate about it, but why do you say Ratatouille is double S tier?
Ratatouille. I mean, me and thousands of kids on TikTok all agree Ratatouille is the best Pixar movie.
I've heard that before too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of like top 10 lists put it at the very top.
What makes it a great Pixar movie for you? Just a good movie?
For me, like I haven't seen all of these movies in years, but the one that has the most positive feelings towards it when I think about it is Ratatouille. I can't put my finger on it. It's just a feeling in my gut that I have.
I'll have to rewatch it.
Okay.
When I was young, my mother took us to France, me and my brother, and it was the day after Ratatouille came out was already out of theaters, so we couldn't see it, but it somehow was on a DVD in the hotel room
Really?
already for some reason. So we watched it on the first day before exploring the city. So we basically got a trailer and then went around the city, and it was honestly magical because it's exactly what we saw in the movie. But at least
That's cool.
we perceived it
That's
that way.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So to me, it was like that, and that's why I like it.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
Do you want to make an argument about why Incredibles is SS tier?
I started daydreaming about Shrek and how superior it is to all the DreamWorks. I mean, the
Did you guys
Pixar
know-
movies. So
Did you
honestly, I'm not even. They can have Ratatouille.
Did
It's
you
not a
guys-
hill I'm gonna die on.
Do you guys know that Shrek was technically just a diss to Disney and Pixar?
No, I had no idea. Really?
Okay, I
Yeah,
had
you
no
didn't.
idea.
Stop being a sarcastic asshole.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Yeah,
Robbie?
fuck you,
Giving
I
away our
Robbie.
gifts?
They-
How about AI takes your job?
They do all
Go
the.
fuck a monkey.
Yeah.
They do all the.
Monkey fucker.
They have all the fucking Disney princesses and shit. And
Well, there's more than that. It's like
yeah,
like
and
the-
Farquaad looked like the
Farquaad.
CEO of Disney at the time, and yeah.
how a bunch
Wait, I didn't know this.
I didn't
What?
know either.
Yeah.
Wait,
See?
so this
No,
is like a big middle finger
yeah.
to Disney
Yeah.
then?
Yeah. Stop making it.
That's
yeah.
why it
Stop
goes
making
against
what?
all the
Nothing.
traditional
Petty.
fairy tale tropes.
Huh. Okay.
That's why the fucking ugly ass ogre gets the girl at the end, and the girl chooses to remain an ugly ass ogre.
Instead of them both being pretty
Yeah.
forever, yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Big fucking middle
Interesting.
finger to Disney.
I think Incredibles though is SSS tier because like just the feel, like I don't know, it invokes so much of just great values and just great storytelling, like family, trials and tribulations, adult themes, like subtle adult themes too, like when Violet, Elastigirl, and Dash explode off of the plane and they get on that island, and then she's like hey, here's some real shit. These men will shoot and kill you. This isn't just like the Saturday morning cartoons. And like
I'll never forget
I
that.
think
I'll never forget the first time I saw that.
And I think that's a great element to like put in like your movie that's distributed to everybody. Because
I was terrified.
I feel like with that, like most movies, I don't want to say most movies now, but most like kids movies, they would just like have the kids run into action, and maybe they'd struggle. But like the mother like being very cautious and warning them of like, hey, these guys will hurt you. Like, be careful. You know, I think the caution of it, the twist of, I mean, it's obvious. I think it's a little bit of an obvious twist, but Syndrome. I always laugh at this one whenever I say Syndrome, because I think of just this. I don't know why, but whenever they're in the middle of the city and then Mr. Incredible shouts "Syndrome's remote," I just laugh.
Syndrome's remote.
I find that so funny. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think the twist with Syndrome, while it's obvious, is really good. Just in the telling of time and how out of shape and how out of time everybody is, and how they're trying to connect back to the world. I think it's just great storytelling, and just great everything. Just, I don't know, it's just like a great movie for just kids and everybody, you know. I don't think, as far as I can remember, I don't think Ratatouille has like that too much of that moral ambiguity of like crazy lessons that you got to learn, like about like life and how it can connect a little bit to the real world. Granted, I haven't seen the movie since I was like 11 or 10, so my opinion could be completely wrong. And I know that also the director of Ratatouille also was the director of The Incredibles as well.
Really? I didn't know that.
So
In The Incredibles, they kill a giant robot. So
yeah. Okay.
also,
Thank you, Robbie.
that one
and they
scene,
fuck monkeys and they give away their birthday presents.
that one scene where Mr. Incredible gets like fucking shit on, like they shoot the black balls at him that like stick and start like growing
Dude,
on him.
Freaky.
Still haunts me to this
Yeah,
day.
me too. Every time I see it,
I want to touch. I look at
I'm
it.
not
I'm like,
claustrophobic. When I see that, I feel.
when I see it, I
claustrophobic.
want to touch it and see what it feels like on my hand.
Yeah.
Like is it sticky, or is it just like a hardened ball, like a bowling ball that's
True.
pressuring on you?
Yeah.
Those are all great things that I can appreciate about The Incredibles, but I think what's really amazing about Ratatouille is it's a movie for the underdogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
That's true.
Incredibles is too, though, because the family really gets shit on. They all get kidnapped. Their ship gets exploded.
But they
barely
have superpowers.
And his name's
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible.
But Ratatouille is about a rat, like according to I guess society, one of the lowest life forms.
Yeah.
A rat and a janitor.
A rat and
Wait, I thought he was a cook. He was a
sous
janitor.
chef or something.
And a janitor who looks like the most stereotypical anxious kid in high school.
Yeah.
I'm just a kid.
Maybe a
That-
big...
Ratatouille is just Yu-Gi-Oh! If you think about it.
Yeah.
A prodigy taking over a chimp.
Could Ratatouille take over Goku's hair and control him? You think?
Could Ratatouille beat Goku?
Goku would
I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke. I'm not.
just obliterate.
We're gonna add
that
another
rat.
3 hours to the podcast if we
Just
go into this.
Start powering up, and the air would get so hot and
What
move
if
so
he had?
fast.
What if
that
he
he'd
had like some
fucking
chef?
disintegrate.
What if he had like chef clothing on where he like can't get burned well though?
Yeah,
and he's
whatever.
like protected.
I think a part of the reason why I have loved Ratatouille so much is not like just for like the underdog thing. Like whenever I was a kid, I told my mom I wanted to be an artist, and she told me that's a horrible idea, that I would never make it,
Fuck that.
and
Fuck
like
that.
that I shouldn't do that. I should pick a smarter job. And watching Ratatouille, you know, this little rat, he wants to be a chef. Everyone's telling him like, "Fuck no, you're gonna be a terrible chef. Like you're a rat. Nobody cares about you." It's really encouraging. Like, oh, a rat can be a chef. Sure, I could be an artist. And look, here I am. I'm a nice artist. I think I'm doing my best.
And the
Remember when
importance of collaboration.
Remember when that old lady starts like shooting up the roof and
my God.
all the rats? I always thought that was so dope.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Like shooting from
Yeah, I
above.
got the shotgun.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, Rachel, you told me you wanted to talk about the psychology of video game players.
Yes. Okay, so for the people who don't know, they're listening in. I am a student in college, and I'm studying video game development and design and whatever. And one of my favorite topics that I've been taught about is called Bartle's taxonomy, and it's talking about like the psychology of people who play video games. And originally, it was written about just like multiplayer video games, but now it kind of applies to both. And so the theory is that there are 4 main types of people who play games: the killers, achievers, socializers, and explorers.
What do you mean by killers? Like literal killers, or people who want to play like video game too?
Where does horny stack up into that?
I don't know how to answer that one, Junaid. But the killers is like the people who want to go and like dominate you, so or just want to kill everything. So like people who love playing Dark Souls, so they can go kill all the shit.
Wait, so this isn't like the 4 types of players in a Call of Duty match. This is like the 4 types of people who play video games.
Yeah, overall, like encompassing every single video game.
Okay, got it. But wait, can it be viewed as archetypes in one game, or is it just like what games you choose to play?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, in Call of Duty, like if you're playing domination where you have to go and capture objectives, there are some people who go just to get the kills, and then there's other people who go to get the objectives, and then there's other people who go to try to help the people who are getting the objectives.
Yeah.
Is it like that, or is it like I'm an attacker, so I play Dark Souls, or a killer, so I play Dark Souls and I play like?
Okay,
is
I
that
know what you mean? Yeah, it definitely applies to every single game. So like.
Okay.
In Call of Duty, you have exactly that. The people who want to get the most amount of kills, they want to get the achievements, whatever. That's it applies to literally every game, and it's so fun to just sit in class and talk about this because everybody at my school loves what they're doing, and so we'll sit there and talk about games for hours and hours, and we will talk about every single archetype in every single game. And Call of Duty is ones that we've brought up. It's like, can you find this type? Like, there's the like socializer, which is like people who just want to go around and talk to people, have a great time with their friends. Like, can you find that in Call of Duty? Because people are just assholes who want to kill you.
Yeah,
but
I think they exist.
they do exist. Like,
So there's only 4, you said?
yeah, there's 4 main ones.
Yeah, what are they again?
Let me pull them up. The killers.
It feels like there would be more.
achievers-
Yeah.
It does feel. Everyone falls into it. It's like nobody's just one.
When you paint with a broad enough brush, you can narrow it down to probably just 4.
The 4 are once again killers, achievers, socializers, and explorers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say I'm a killer and an explorer.
Is there a quiz we can take?
There is a quiz you can take, and it's like super official. So the guy who wrote
Oh.
this theory, he helped develop this quiz, and it's I sent it to all of you. Actually, I didn't. I just lied. I sent it to Marcus, and then Marcus
I
sent it to
sent
all
it
of
to
you.
everybody. Yeah.
Okay, that's what that
You didn't
link
have to
is.
correct yourself.
Should we
there.
take it
I'm
right
sorry.
now?
I felt bad for
Or-
lying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
why don't we pause and take it now?
Are we pausing the recording? Or
Yeah,
are we gonna?
yeah.
Okay.
And we are back.
Hey guys. Okay, so before we get into what everyone's results were, I just want to like go ahead and explain what each part means a little bit. So the killers, that's pretty straightforward. It's people who want to just go around, destroy everything, get their frustrations out, kill whatever they see. Like they kill everything in sight. Achievers, they want to get every single trophy, so they'll do dumb missions in the Lara Croft games where you have to kill 3 chickens with 1 shotgun blast, which is a real thing.
Wow.
And I got that trophy.
Congrats.
Thank you. Socializers, they want to have a good time with their friends. They want to go out and they want to play multiplayer games, have a good time. Explorers, it's both. They want to explore everything. It's all about the journey, not about the end game. They don't care about killing people. A lot of explorers want to stay away from other people so that they can just take in the full experience. It's all about the experience. So, what do you guys think of the quiz?
It was interesting.
It
Doing
was
it on
interesting.
my phone though, it was definitely tedious because the words are very small. But
A lot more specific questions than I expected.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't play a lot of online multiplayer games. I play a lot of single player stuff, and so going into this, I pretty much assumed what I would already be. But then all the questions were about online experiences, and I was like, well, I've never really played a game where I had to do that or make that decision. And so I just assumed what I thought might be fun. But yeah, I don't quite know if this quiz is true to what my gaming experiences are like.
I'm kind of with you. I'm well. Okay, so when I play video games, I nowadays I only play them with people, and they're always cooperative games. And I'm trash at a lot of them. But whenever I was taking the quiz, I had World of Warcraft solo in mind. So
Yeah.
I think.
I had just D&D, and
Oh, really?
yeah, that's how I thought of it.
I had in mind just
Interesting,
a
interesting.
hypothetical of whenever we hang out, like how that would apply to the whole friend experience of the quiz, like those kind of questions, or just
Yeah. Okay.
everything like that. I've never really gamed online much as far as I can remember. Unless like I guess Jackbox counts, like when you're doing it on Discord.
It kind of counts.
I was
Yeah.
kind of applying it to like when we play like card games or something,
Yeah.
like Werewolf or Quiplash or whatever. And so I think that's how I got the result I got. But as a video gamer,
Mhm.
not quite. So are we gonna talk about results?
Let's do it. I'll go first. I am 60% a killer.
I was 67% killer.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and then like 40 or 47% everything else.
I'm 67% killer as well.
What?
Wow.
Well, I expected that from you. I didn't expect killer from both of you.
well,
Really?
I don't. That's not how I play games.
I'm
really.
73% explorer.
Nice.
Now, if I'm playing like God of War or like Blood Rain, it's all about that hack and slash action. But like, I play a lot of Skyrim or like,
Yeah.
other stuff. And for me, that's much more about the experience and the immersion and the traveling a world and just figuring out all its odds and ends. And like, I really like the Tomb Raider games. I've been trying to get into the original Tomb Raiders, and I love just going to a cave system or whatever and just taking that in. Like, even in God of War, there were moments like that where you're just in a setting and you just walk around and get to experience it. That's my favorite part of the video game. So
I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking about solo World of Warcraft when I was taking this quiz, and you're always giving these. You're given these quests where you have to go and kill some mob.
Yeah.
And I hate it because like you do the same thing 10 times. You have to
Yeah.
go kill 10 of these whatever Whoozits, and you go until kill one of the Whoozits, and 2 through 10 it's going to be the same exact thing. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm so mad at this Whoozit. I got to kill him and get him over with. But whenever I play games now, like some games I play now, I guess, are Risk of Rain 2 and World at War Zombies. I would say I'm a socializer, I guess, because I am very much a team player. I'm usually the worst person out of the three. Usually, like so, and Call of Duty Zombies, I'll always die first.
Oh, you dude,
And-
when you and Janae were playing Call of Duty Zombies a couple months back, you guys just screamed.
That,
and screamed.
multiplayer, we're killers. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very
But-
obsessive about
Obsessive
video games
killers,
when I
I'm
start
sure.
playing.
Yeah, but usually I try to be a team player, and these days I only play when I'm playing with friends. So I'd say I'm a socializer, but who knows? The quiz says otherwise. What are you, Rachel?
I was a tie. Whenever
Really?
whenever I took this quiz for my first time, I was like 87% explorer and 87% socializer.
that's what I was hoping my results
Yeah, mine
would
was like
be.
67 socializer, 73 explorer.
I thought half of mine was gonna be killer and explorer because I love I love open world games or just exploring like a map. Like I like playing Spider-Man games. I guess that was kind of like my indoor, and I like swinging around the city, finding like little artifacts and shit like that. But I also do at the same time as well really like while you're this is a smaller example for the whole Spider-Man thing, but I also like going to side quests and like taking down criminals. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
I like gaining up points or finding new combative skills and everything like that. So I guess, but I was expecting more of like an explorer and everything like that.
I am not a super competitive person. I'm competitive against myself, but like if I'm in a co-op team environment, for me it's more about the experience and like the camaraderie than it is about let's get the top kill and the top points.
That's
and like,
usually how I am.
That's
unless
why,
it's, unless
like-
it's Call of Duty. Which,
that's why like games like League of Legends, like I've tried before. Granted, I went in with a negative mindset, but I don't enjoy that kind of game because it's just not that fun to me. You
Yeah.
know,
Every other aspect of my life, I'm ultra competitive except video games.
Yeah, and like if I was gonna play Call of Duty,
Really?
Yeah.
If
You're
I was
competitive in everything but video games?
Video games is just not. I just don't care for them that much.
I don't see you as a competitive person.
Like I don't show it, but like I like thinking about it as that in my
Okay.
head.
I know he's definitely competitive, but you're right, he doesn't show it very well.
Yeah.
But
I don't have to show it.
no,
No, you do. You have to show it. You
Yeah.
have to show it.
I don't have to show anything.
But like, if I was to play Call of Duty, like I've played the co-ops before and gone through the Halo co-ops. For that, it's always about just the fun of just driving around and having a blast. It's not about trying to get the coolest kills or trying to rack up the most amount of bodies. Like I'd play with my brother, and that was always my brother's thing. Is he'd be conscious of if I had more kills than him, and I'd be more like, "This is just fun. I'm just playing the game." You look like you want to say something, Rachel.
I have the best memories in Halo.
Yeah.
Like my brothers tormented me when we were kids. They were terrible, and a bit of me probably still hates them a little bit, but it's fine. But in Halo, we would actually just be calm, play together, and then we go into a custom match, and they would kill me over and over again. But there were some times where we would just get into like the little four-wheelers and drive directly towards each other and then collide head on, which would glitch out the game, and we would fly up into the air, and it was the funniest shit for us when we were
Halo
kids.
physics. There's something else.
Yeah.
I would have like friends over for my birthday as a kid, and we'd play Halo. And for me, it would just be like, "Oh, we're playing Halo. This is fun." And for them, it'd be like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna kill you!" And I'd kill Caleb. What? How'd you do that? And like,
Yeah.
or like
he's really competitive.
He'd just fucking steamroll me because he played it more competitively than I did, and he'd be like, get shit on. And I'd be like, whatever, man.
Look up Caleb King has a mental breakdown on Too Damn Bland, and you will see
Too
what he
Blind
means.
is a YouTube channel.
Oh man, yeah, Robbie's YouTube channel. My
It's
bad.
my second channel. Where
Second
I shit
meme
post.
page. Yep.
In real life, I'm not that competitive. I do everything at my own pace. And in video games, I'm also not that competitive. But there are a few games where I'm incredibly competitive. Like, I used to play Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I was pretty good at it. And I would just go all out every game and just try. It was insane. Like, there was one time where me and a friend we kept tying each other, and we didn't know who was winning, and so we played until we got kicked out of our friend's house because we were playing too much, and we went to my house and we played until the third guy that was with us wanted us to take him home, but we didn't want to stop, so we called him an Uber, and then we kept playing. The sun came up, we were still playing, and it was just unhealthy.
Yeah.
And then sometimes in Call of Duty, I'm like, oh, this Lady Killer 97 killed me. I'm gonna kill him back. But I don't know. For the most part, I don't know.
Even with Smash, like it's no secret. Caleb King loves Smash.
Yeah.
Is competitive with Smash. I don't care because I don't take it competitively. Like there's times where I'll pick it up and I'll play just to have fun.
Yeah.
But I don't play it in this house because it would be competitive.
Yeah.
It'd be like. Yeah, and I
then,
don't like it. It's not fun to me to be uber competitive.
And
like if
League
I'm
of
gonna play
Legends-
Smash, I pick Sonic not because there's a competitive advantage or because I'm good at him, just because the whole time I'm playing, I can be like, "You're too slow.
Yeah.
You're too slow."
League of Legends, it's made to be competitive.
Yeah.
I'm not competitive at it.
Toxic game.
I'm not I don't try to compete when I play that game. I just try to play the game. And then in doing so, and being a person who's trying to casually play a video game, the competitive people are judging you for that and being like, what are you doing?
Like sports.
And it's
like
yeah,
boomers
they
with
get on you
fucking,
for it.
like boomers with football. It's not
And
just
that's
a
how you
sport.
make a toxic game
Oh
environment.
man.
Yeah.
I have played League of Legends for 6 years, and I'm not a competitive player at all. Like, I don't do the ranked system. It's just for fun. So I completely agree. Like, people who catch you just having fun, they get so pissed because they're having an awful time because they just want to win and be the best, and they're not. So they're like, what the fuck? You're having fun? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I like for video games, I tend to I get really immersed in them a lot of the times too. Like whether it's with story or the environment or combat. Like I was playing Call of Duty like an hour ago, and I like was running up to somebody who was about to attack me, and I went to go knife them, and I pulled the controller forward, and it was plugged in to the a charging outlet that was in the PS3, and I pulled the PS3 forward too, and I was like, oh shit. So I get very involved in the environments, and I'm not much of a multiplayer guy when it comes to that stuff. Like I like single player and exploring or going against NPCs. But I'm also sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
I'm also like a story person. Like I like Telltale games. I haven't played them, but I like seeing like people play through them like with no commentary and everything like that. Like I like seeing that. And I like games like The Last of Us or like Spider-Man PS4 is decently story based and not like an amazing story, but you know, I like plot and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I was forced to be competitive in a game that I hated. Was FIFA, because my brother loved to play that, but he would allow me to change to Call of Duty only if I won 2 out of 3 matches. And he would make sure that I get the controller connected with the small cord, so so the screen was like maybe 5 inches from my face while he was behind.
It's AIDS.
Did you win?
I won sometimes. Yeah, out of like it was a minority of the times, but I won sometimes. Yeah.
So we're getting close to having to wrap up. I just wanted to make some closing statements. This has been a heated podcast in some ways. I do not fundamentally have a problem with robots in society or AI. I'm just very cynical about it because I don't think they would be implemented in the best ways. But Junaid made some great points today that have planted seeds of optimism within me.
Yeah.
And throughout this discussion, I've done some introspection into exactly why I'm so fed up with the idea of robots. And I think it's because today, in this world, there are many, many, many societal issues where people suffer unnecessarily and unreasonably. And in my head, the math says the advancement of AI only increases that problem because you put a lot of people out of work, you remove like the lowest level form of doing work, like driving or being a fucking cashier. That's a lot of people out of work, and I don't think where we're at right now societally there will be much done to help those people. There will be a lag in response to it, which only increases the isolation, the polarization, and everything. And for the record, if I had to choose between a non-sentient robot and a non-sentient chimp, I would choose the robot because the chimp can't consent. But if they were both sentient, I already said how I feel about that. I don't like robots. I don't want to have to go to bed with a robot, you know?
Okay, so are you going to get the gift back from Caleb, and are you going to keep it? And are you going to accept Rachel's sticker?
Okay, so the Rachel sticker thing, I said, I don't really want it that bad. Save it for someone that really does. And then someone came over just one more week, and they're like, oh my God, you have a sticker? Oh my God. And then they love it, and they put it on their wall, and that meant something very good to them.
Because that's the appropriate response.
They wanted it much more than I did. And so
Yeah, Rachel, I'm sorry about him.
Yeah, I'm sorry about my friend Robbie.
Behavior.
I'm sorry, not friend, roommate Robbie.
We've had this conversation before.
Yes.
And
I hate
my
having to
broken
rehash
heart
it.
was sealed, and you've just broken it again because you came to an understanding with me like, oh, of course, Rachel, I will try to be more empathetic with you. I'm like, thank you for listening to me. And then now you're like, fuck you, I want what I want. And it's trash.
Okay, well, next time you offer me something, I'm going to keep it. That's what I said.
What about next gift I give you? Are you going to keep it?
Sure, man.
Do you swear to
get
God?
Me something incredibly troll. And
all right, I will say
whatever.
this. I will say this. I was scrolling through the AI paintings and I wanted to buy every single one of them and I was about to buy one, but I was like, do I really want to buy a $40-$60 painting right now? No, I don't, but I will. And I will buy one of those AI paintings. I'm serious, and I'm sorry to all the artists who are starving and need that $40-$60, but they look so cool. I definitely want one.
I've seen some AI paintings. They're
really cool.
They're
I'm gonna
strange.
put it
They're
right
awesome.
there, and it's gonna look awesome.
Yeah.
Robbie's gonna quit the podcast.
I'm not
sorry,
gonna quit the
Robbie.
He's gonna have
Sorry,
to not. He doesn't want to be around it.
Marcus can be like, I fucking love robots, and I mean he has Alexa in the house, and the worst thing I do, shut the fuck up,
No.
Alexa. The worst thing I do is tell it to shut the fuck up. I'm not
punches her.
going to enforce my will or reasoning over people.
I've seen you in the room when it's just you two, and I've seen what you do to her.
I do nothing. I ignore it.
I caught you with your pants around your ankles.
Fucking Christ!
I caught
man.
you.
Yeah.
My
I bet I was sounding too.
Yeah.
Sounding with Alexa.
Check out episode 2 of the podcast. Robbie he loves sounding. What were you
Jesus
saying?
Christ!
My last point on that is that it's inevitable, regardless of the argument. It's inevitable
True.
that jobs will be taken,
True.
and that your job will probably be taken.
True. Sorry.
It's
but
inevitable. I acknowledge that.
it's inevitable. But the main thing is how we act towards that, and how we deal with that without fucking saying it's the robot's fault. You know what I mean?
It's the people's fault.
I don't
Yeah.
think I said. I don't think I said it's the robot.
No, I know.
It's
I just said
Jeff Bezos'
I
fault.
hate robots.
No, I know. I'm saying that to to the listeners, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a human problem at the end of the day.
it is. It's a problem caused by people who think they know better for everyone.
Right.
If you are a rat and you want to be a chef and all of your rat buddies say you can't because you're a rat, or if you're trying to be an artist and your mom says it's not a good idea, or if you're trying to be a filmmaker and your parents are trying to keep you in the business school, or any of that, follow your dreams. Do not listen to nobody except yourself. If you want something, you can have it. Don't give up what you want just because you want to make other people happy. Make yourself happy. Focus on you. Don't listen to other people. Don't be an asshole and don't be homeless.
If you are given a
But do what you
gift,
want.
Be grateful and accept it.
Yeah, Robbie, fuck you.
Be kind to the people around you, Robbie.
I am
Bobby.
kind. I'm just not grateful, but I'm working on it.
All right. With that oxymoron, see you next week.
Yeah, if you wanna support our podcast, make sure to tune in next week. If you want to support us further, feel free to check out Patreon.com/Star Bandits podcast. We didn't read any emails today, but if you want to send us an email telling us a funny story that happened to you, give us a business proposal for some fake business company, feel free to email us at starbanditspodcast@gmail.com. And in the meantime, I'm Marcus Delzell. You can find me on all social media at Marcus Delzell.
I'm Rachael Matthews. You can find me on Instagram at ghost_insanity.
I'm Israel. You can find my Twitter at Deprezral, DEPREZRAL.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, first time you actually
Yeah.
shouted it out.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Nice.
I can put it in the show notes now.
You could, yeah, and then everybody will unfollow
Does
because
that-
my messy timeline.
Does that mean you're proud of your Twitter for once?
No, I don't think.
What
I don't
about your
think- I don't think
Instagram?
any human should be proud of their Twitter.
What about the
My-
Instagram that you
oh,
posted a nude
oh
photo
my
of
god,
today?
I am very proud of that picture.
Okay.
Anyway, goodbye.
Fucking posting gay porn on the timeline.
I didn't
as
know it
well.
was gay porn. I swear to God, I thought there were titties
Israel
in the
posted a picture of hentai on Instagram and said, "Oh, I didn't see the I didn't see the cock.
Did not see the cock.
It's the whole point of the picture. It's right in the middle."
I didn't look there though. I thought there were boobs because the guy's waist like curves over.
Yeah.
Israel confusing cock for boobs.
He looked at a man and he's like, "Are those breasts?" My Twitter is Echo Junaid. It's how you say it. That's about it.
You can find all of my social media at Bland Clan Videos. Adios, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. See ya next week.
Later.
Goodbye.
Later.